Scorpio, how are you? I got to do a reading for you, right? So, yeah, let's look at the next 7 to 10 days. See what's going on for all of you guys. Grateful, thankful for every one of you. And listen, if you appreciate what I do here, help me. Please help me. Hit that like button. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really makes a difference to my channel. And I would love to see my channel continue to grow. So that's how you can help me make that happen. All right, let's see what is going on for all of my Scorpio for the next 7 to 10 days. Now, I'm using a deck by Sarah Marchetti. I don't know which. I've got all of his decks, and none of them are in boxes. Oh, except for one. But anyway, they have their own little spirit, so I thought, let's see what's coming out. And these 3 cards magically kind of hopped out into my hand, so I want to read them. All right, so listen, Scorpio, we're starting out with the 7 of Cups and the Strength card. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this could be around a relationship or it can be around your work, all right? So we'll look at it as a relationship to start, all right? So we've got the 7 of Cups coming in reversed and the Strength card. So, you know, I feel like you're trying to figure out what your options are. You know, maybe there's, you know, if you're involved with someone, they're not putting a lot of energy into the relationship because the Knight of Pentacles, when it shows up upside down, they don't have a lot of, you know, get up and go work. They'd rather be on the couch and just kind of hang out. And, you know, I feel like the 2 of you, for whoever this is, you know, one guy's got their back this way and you got your back that way. So a real disconnect between, you know, you and someone that you are involved with. And I think, you know, you're at this point that you're trying to figure out what to do. Like, what do I do? Right? See what's at the bottom of the deck. We do have the 3 of Cups and the Magician. You know, listen, I feel like, you know, if you open up to, you know, someone very close to you, because the 3 of Cups are people that you know, hang out with, they know you, you know them. I feel like you could gain some insight through some of your friends or family around your situation. And if you are in a situation where you're not working, all right, because that's the other story I was feeling with this Knight of Pentacles coming in reversed. Again, I'm feeling like, you know, in some kind of a social context or through friends or through, you know, family members, you know, some magic starts to happen. We've got the Magician showing up. So I feel as if, you know, something needs to shift, something needs to change, and you need to find some answers. And I think you could find some of those in some of the people that, you know, you really trust, all right? So for whoever needed to hear that message out there, Scorpio, there you have it. All right. Now, let's go back to the rest of the, let's pull out some cards and set up my Celtic cross here and see what's going on for you. All right, so we're starting out with the Empress to the 10 of Swords, Empress energy. Careful of that, Scorpio, because, you know, if you're fertile, it could happen, okay? Empress here. A lot of times when we see the Empress, you know, there is an issue that comes up around, you know, being a mom or motherhood. And we do have the 10 of Cups here in the recent past. So, yeah, I'm sensing like some of you may be pregnant, you know, or maybe thinking about having a child. Definitely your children, or if you have children, you know, they may, you know, be on your mind. We have the 10 of Swords coming in on top of this Empress here reversed. So, you know, I'm just feeling like not everybody's on the same page here with the, if you were pregnant, right? So if you are single, Scorpio, all right, and I say single because here we have this Knight of Wands. And notice that this Knight's over here. Usually, you know, the Knights are in motion. Well, he is in motion. You know, this Knight's standing over here, and he's putting some distance between you and maybe what's going on. So if you're single, your person maybe, you know, maybe if I disappear, it'll go away. No, it doesn't happen that way, you know. If you're pregnant, you're pregnant. So I'm feeling like somebody out there, you know, their person, it's difficult because 10 of Swords, I don't think, you know, this is the answer to how the 2 of you are going to get back together again. Because 10 of Swords, I mean, you've been through an awful lot. Whether already as a mom or with this person. But now if you're pregnant, oh my gosh, what are you going to do? Here, 9 of Pentacles coming in reversed. And we have the Ace of Cups at the base of what's going on here, and it is reversed. So, you know, you're dealing with someone, all right, who may have fooled you. All right, we have the Fool card coming out. We have the Seven of Swords. Definitely, I feel like they could have taken you for a little bit of a ride. That Seven of Swords, you know, they were sneaky. They weren't honest. They hurt you. They got what they want out of you. And some of you ended up pregnant as a result of it. Or with a kid. So I think it's come to the point with this Ten of Swords and the Fool card. Right next to each other here. You know, that you can't keep going with this. And you don't want to start new. I mean, if you were involved with this person and they left, right? And now they want to come back. I just feel like, you know, you left me high and dry, and it's been hard. You haven't helped me. You have hurt me. Nine of Wands coming in reversed. I don't think, Scorpio, you are willing to, you know, give them a new chance, a second chance, another opportunity. They have hurt you over and over again. And look, I think this time you blow, all right? Because, you know, you're over here. You're the volcano erupting. And I think you realize I don't have, you know, those feelings I used to have for them anymore, especially with this Ace of Cups coming in reversed. So we have an Ace here that's reversed, saying, I don't know whether I really want to start this. We have a Fool coming in reverse. I don't really know if that, you know, I want it to be over, I think, with them. So I don't trust them. You know, I think, you know, there's this, what do I do now? You'll find the solutions, all right? If this is your story, okay? Because this is not going to resonate with everyone, because not all of our Scorpios are dealing with pregnancy or children, unless you know somebody. And here we have the Page of Wands also coming in reversed. So again, I'm feeling like there's a child. Maybe there's already a child involved between the two of you. But again, with the Page of Wands, I feel like you just don't want to start anything with them. You know, I think you're ready to just let them go and let them be. You know, and you want this to end. Whatever it is that's going on between the two of you. And then they come back, and we're in Mercury retrograde. So the possibility of this resurfacing. And, you know, again, if we have a child, because in the recent past, I feel like the two of you got along and we were together and life was really, really good. And then boom, then it wasn't. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. Again, I'm wondering whether it has to do with children. We have another page coming in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Queen of Wands. I feel like, you know, you are doing what you need to do in order to handle the situation that you are dealing with this person. And the fact that the Page of Pentacles, it's just like you just don't want to build something new with them. You don't want, you know, life is different. You know, this Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands is somebody who likes to explore and go out and have a good time. I can't do that if I got a kid. You know, it's not that easy to go away. It's not that it can't be done. It's just, you know, life is different now. And honestly, you don't really want to continue. You put a lot into it, all right? Nine of Wands, all right? You have put so much into this connection, all right? Because the Nine of Wands, by the time we get there, it's like, and it's reversed, it's like, this isn't working. You know, there's no point in trying to see if we can continue when we've reached this far, we've gone this far, and so much has happened. I don't want a new start. That's what I feel, Scorpio. You don't really want this new start with this person. Anyway, it's going to be an emotional week, all right? I'm just feeling like emotionally you're going to have to really kind of go through the waves. And I don't feel like it's just going to be around a person. I think work, again, money, these kind of things, you know, honor your emotions. You know, if you're having a hard time, go process it somewhere, you know, go, you know, sit by a tree and cry, or go for a walk, or punch a punching bag. I don't know. Find a way, you know, to process these emotions as they come through, because this is a lot of mental energy. And I feel like, you know, you turned your life around with this Empress here. You built and nurtured yourself and came back to life, not to have somebody come back, right? Anyway, that's what I got for you, Scorpio. All right, take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in this story. All right, I sure appreciate each and every one of you. So, yeah, I'll see you all at another reading. And, yeah, check the other signs if this one didn't resonate. All right, I'll see you later. Be happy, be healthy, be kind.